Hello everybody, it's Emerald Finch Tarot here. I'm here with an impromptu reading for the end of August, going into September. I was drawn to do a reading for my subscribers. Anybody who has subscribed, this is for yous, and if you're not subscribers, then that's no problem at all. But you are welcome to join the party, and if anything resonates with you, then please take with it what resonates, and if it doesn't, just leave it. But this is my gift to my subscribers, and I shall make a start on the reading and see what comes out for you. As per usual, I'm going to draw a moon card to get the overall theme of what's going on. Okay, and the card I have is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So all of you who know my readings by now, I tend to pull all the cards first, and then I will find out what the story is. And I don't read tarot cards as the book basically tells you to read the tarot cards. I see the pictures, the stories, the connections. So if other readers say something different, then that's their take on it. But this is my intuitive connection of what lies ahead for my subscribers for the month of September. We've got a King of Wands here. And a Five of Pentacles. Okay. I will pull a card from the Animal Spirit Guide deck, and that one came flying out, and it is the Snake. Right, I'm just going to take that because that literally flew out. So it was meant to be. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is I feel there's been some sort of a tough cycle that you people have actually been going through. It's been a test of time, basically. You've had to go within. You've had to go within and just I'm just kind of connecting with this at the moment. Yes, whatever you're going through, whatever the connection, whatever the question is, what you're going through, it is, the end is in sight. The tough cycle, you've dug deep, you've literally gathered the bones, you've done the hard work, you put the flesh back on the bones, you've become a new. It's quite scary being that new person because it's unknown and it's uncertain, and sometimes familiarity is safe, but when you do make changes, you become a better version of yourself, and it does feel quite tough. It does feel quite isolating, but when you look back, you think how far you've actually come, and that all the hard work that you've put in is going to manifest, and it's going to come back at you. And nobody knows how the future is going to be, but you are living in the now, and rather than living in the past, you're living for the now, and you're taking on all new opportunities as challenges, not in a bad way, but in a good way. A challenge is a challenge to make you feel like you're living your life. I feel the King of Wands I have here. It's yes, the King of Wands. It's about fire. It's about energy. It's about passion. It's about you being the king of your castle, the king of your passionate life, the king of your business life, the king of your, you know exactly what you want and how you're going to get it, and not in a malicious, angry way. It's in a fun, passionate way. This King of Wands is you're pursuing something with fun, with enjoyment, with I just feel so happy when I'm actually holding this card, because I feel some of you maybe have been through a period of time where you've had to give up a part of you that you felt very safe and secure with, and that can be quite scary. But now you've found this new King of Wands within yourself, this new lease of life, this new passion, and it's been building and building and building over the last couple of years, and now it's just all go now. It's it's just been building up, and nothing's actually manifested or physically produced itself, but now the time is actually making its appearance. And yes, I see exciting times ahead. The tough part is over. You've actually, you've come out of that. You've really dug deep and done the work, basically. Now this card here, the Five of Pentacles, this is saying to me the times of hardship, of going within, of basically just day to day. It's over. You've got this King of Wands now. This Five of Pentacles. It's you're, although you're still careful, you're watching the money. You've always got to be careful, but it's almost like it's yes, it's over. Your the hardship, the tough cycle, as it says here, is actually coming to an end. This is coming to an end. They're having to cut back, they're having to go within, to have to just reflect, stripping back to the bones. And you've been to the mountain, you've done the work, you've learnt the lessons, and I feel this is your moment where you're going to get this King of Wands. You're in this energy now. You're definitely in the King of Wands energy now. and it's very exciting where this can take you. Obviously, nobody knows the future, but it's exciting times ahead. The snake. Now, the snake is it's the guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. Now, I feel the snake is the symbol of our highest potential, and that it's a creative life force that lies dormant at the base of our spine, and I feel while you've been going through this hardship, the tough cycle, you're now actually you're uncoiling this creative life force within you, and you're now becoming the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel, you know, whether this rings true with you or not, I feel you in the past you felt unawakened or untapped, but for some reason, you know, you have been thinking, what would life be like if I woke up? And some of you might be thinking about that, and some of you might actually be going through the process of actually wakening up. It's almost like stirring the snake from slumber. It's almost like an experience that you can experience from yoga or meditation can actually lead you this way. You can be, like I say, you can be asleep, but then all of a sudden you become awake. It's not something that can be forced. But I get the feeling that this card makes haste. It's the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste, and I feel a lot of you are actually in this process of creative awakening, and that the tough times are nearing an end, and you're coming out of that period. When the snake is in balance, they're prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When the snake is out of balance, it starts and stops many things. You know, you can start a project and then with enthusiasm, then you'll stop it, and then you'll chop and change your mind and start and stop something that. But with the snake, when it awakens, when it just feels right, your creative juices get flowing, and you actually stick with something, and the snake within you actually knows this is your life purpose. To bring the snake energy into balance, it's Kundalini yoga and meditation. Just spend a few moments, you know, just closing your eyes and going within and thinking about what you as a person would like to do creatively, what you would like to do, what's fun, what's not a chore, and just go with the flow. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a couple of other cards just to complement the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, and see what comes out. we have the Judgment card, and we have the High Priestess. Yeah. So what I'm feeling with these cards straight away is, with the Judgment and the High Priestess card, it's yeah, sorry about the glare on the photos. These are really high glass cards, and I really love them, but it's quite dark when I'm actually doing this reading, so I've got a lamp on. Don't usually do the readings in the evening, but I was drawn to actually do this. But yeah, the Judgment card, it's almost like you've had a day of, or a moment of recollection, and where you feel like you're being reborn into becoming a better, different version of yourself. The High Priestess is yeah, I look here, she's so serene. It's almost, yeah, she is the queen of her castle. She knows what makes her happy, what feeds her energy. She's got the balance right between the yin and the yang. You know, you can be too much on the dark, you can too much in the light, but the High Priestess, she's got equal balance of light and dark energy, male and feminine energy, and she knows when to dip in and out of each energy. There'll be certain situations where she has to be in a more divine masculine energy, or other situations where she has to be in a more divine feminine energy. And you know, I may be confusing some of yous at this moment, when I'm talking about this, but I'm speaking direct from source. And if you don't get it now, don't force it. You will get it further down the line, what I'm talking about with these energies. But the energies are coming, or they're actually here now. You're actually going through this process now, and I think it's absolutely wonderful that I was actually drawn to do this reading for you this evening. Just to wrap up the reading, I'm going to pull a card from the Universe Has Your Back deck. Okay, and the card that we have is, my faith has been the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yes, this first card and the end card is saying that your tough cycle, the end of your tough cycle approaches, and that you know, you've turned your trauma into power. You're putting all your pain into something positive, rather than actually holding it within and suffering from it. You're actually turning that tough cycle, that trauma, into something powerful, that leads you to become a better person yourself, and also for humanity as well. It's a process of growth. When you grow, you have growing pains. As children, you have pains when you're growing, and this is the internal feeling that you have when you're going through a really tough period in your life. And sometimes, you know, when you're going through that, it's not good to actually sit on the rock and stay there. You have to pick yourself up and go through the fear is quite challenging, but to actually, you know, sit, rest on the rock, but pick yourself up and keep walking through it, and you will learn to actually turn that fear into love. And once you actually reach the end point, even though you feel you're not going to reach the end point, it's it's rewarding. It's self love, and you will actually love yourself to a point of, yes, you will put yourself first in every given situation, and people will be drawn to that as well, and respect that. So thank you so much for listening to this, my subscribers, and anybody else who tuned into this. You're more than welcome to take away what resonates with you. If you did like this, then please like, share, subscribe. I will hopefully be uploading some zodiac readings for the month of September tomorrow. I don't do them too far in advance. I tend to just do them straight away and then upload them, literally 5-10 minutes after I've done the readings. So I don't do them in block and then upload them. But yes, I hope to make a start on 2 or 3 tomorrow. So do keep in tune with the channel. And yes, this was a very impromptu reading tonight, and I was just drawn to actually pull the cards for my subscribers. And yes, I wish you all well. Take care, and I will see you next time. Thank you now. Bye.